Okay, folks, so I'm back here with the full review of this Razer Blade 15 Advanced. This is the model that has the RTX 3080 in it. And honestly, I've had a lot more fun with this laptop than I thought I would. Just looking at some of the specs again, you could see there, right there on the screen. And I think what I love about it, well, as you can see, I got it skinned up, D-brand skin, which is nice because this thing does get dusty. Still attracts a little bit more dust too with the skin, but it's just a lot better, and I feel more comfortable just putting it on a tabletop of some sort. I also did that with MacBook Pros I've had in the past, but just jumping through this laptop, I mean, the performance of it is really good. Now, it should be, right? Because this thing is over $3,000. I think it's $3,200 for this spec'd out version. You do get the opportunity to add more RAM to it. It came with 32. You can go up to 64. You do have, let's look on the side here, you have the ports from the USB-C, and it has Thunderbolt on here. So that's the thing here. So you do have Thunderbolt, and you have USB-C, and then you also have its own proprietary charger, which is a classic Razer, feature that you can, I guess if you want to call it feature, but I think it's a nice charger. I mean, it's a heavy brick, 230 watts. But I think even though it's a heavy brick like that, that it gives you the most, you don't have to worry about the laptop running out of power while you're using it. The screen, screen is amazing on it. I'm not gonna lie, it's an OLED display, 4K, you get 60 hertz on it. I've really just been playing a lot of Doom on here, Doom Eternal. It came out last year. And I've also tried out Gears of War. And I tried out one other game, Ori and the Will of the Wisp. I think it's the second one of that series. So all those are awesome games on it. As far as space goes, terabyte is sufficient, but like I said, you can add more storage to this. And there's really, I only have one gripe with this thing so far, and it's amazing because honestly, I didn't know what to expect trying out a gaming laptop, in 2021. Just I've heard mixed things on Razer, as far as quality control, and I've only had this for about 3 months. And to be honest, I don't use it every single day as my main computer, right? I typically do a lot of my productivity stuff on the Mac. I got this really for gaming. So with that being said, of course I do have the SD card on here as well. Maybe I'll try to edit some videos on it to see how that holds up. But back to my gripe. Honestly, it's one gripe, and it's the fan noise, right? That's the only thing that is annoying to me on it is the fan noise. Now, to be fair, they did just come out with an AMD model that's a 14-inch. And I think, for me, I like this size. I mean, if it wasn't this thin, I probably would kick myself and go for the 14 because that does have the AMD and it does, runs better. And I think the fan noise, if this was probably my own my major, well, I would say major, but let's just say if it was my daily driver, like I use it for everything, I probably couldn't take the fan noise. I mean, it is that loud. And honestly, that was the same thing with my MacBook Pro 16 that I sold because it was just, I'm like, I put it, hook it up to an external monitor and it feels like a jet engine's gonna take off. So it's annoying. But at the same point, if you're used to gaming laptops, it's not a big deal because if you put your headphones on, you're not going to hear the fans anyway. But if you're trying to do recording and you're trying to, even now, if I was recording this video and I had this hooked up and I was, saving video to the hard drive as we speak or streaming and stuff, that fan noise, I know that you're going to hear it for sure. So it's just one of the things about it. But honestly, that's my only gripe. We'll see what the next Intel versions do as they keep trying to compete more so with Apple Silicon. So hopefully this helps. Like I said, this laptop's amazing. The battery life's okay. I've usually had it hooked up to power, and I really can't find any complaints. I mean, I really can't. It's just one of those things where it delivers at the price point. And I'll be honest with you, I think some of especially Razer and particularly, I've heard some quality control issues, and I did get the extended warranty. But we're going to see, where this goes down the line, especially with Apple coming out with some updates to their MacBook lineup, because I do believe that this type of video card and the performance, Doom looks amazing on here. So does Gears or any game I put on there looks amazing. I also tried I think it's Outriders as well. And all those games look great, and I think that's going to be one thing Apple may have to think about the more and more they push their services, or they want to, they charge the prices they do. I mean, these Windows laptops, if they get rid of that fan noise, these things can do a lot more. I mean, you got the touch screen, you got the gaming, you've got more ports. Even though there's rumors Apple's going to have, but you've got the HDMI 2.1. I've hooked it up to a TV that supports it, USB 3.0, and an SD card slot, a couple more USB 3.0s, headphone jack. I mean, this thing's loaded. So I just think, for that price point, you are getting all the bells and whistles. So if you take the plunge, honestly, I think you're going to be happy with it. So thanks for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Smash that like button for me. Take care.